That's right, you definitely read that title right. Down over this hill, you know, it is really steep, but down over that hill there was an arsenopyrite, gold, and quartz combination that produced anywhere between $300 to $500 a ton in the old prices at $20 an ounce, or in today's prices, that's all the way up to $85,000 a ton. So that would be, in as small as a 100-pound bucket, that would be like about $4,000. So guys, you know what that means, right? Let's go get some. All right, but for real though, I hiked, so far I've had this backpack on for over 45 miles. It's way the heck down there. It's almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And then I got a mile hike back and another 45-mile ride back to base camp. So I did not prepare to go hiking all the way down this ravine to hopefully collect us some more and then hike it all the way back up here and then a mile back out. Unfortunately, guys, gals. But what I did do, I think I might have saw some there at the beginning. So we're just gonna keep our eyes peeled as we go through this massive hydraulic pit that you can see over here to our right. And we're gonna start swinging, pow, 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 swinging that detector and seeing if we can't find this little piece of shiny. So we're on the outside of the workings, and there is some round river cobbles. So this is ancient ancestral Yuba. We are in Sierra County, up above Downeyville. Very few places around here that you can get on that are unclaimed. We just happened to find ourselves one. So we're gonna get out the old detector, swing it for a few hours. All I've saw so far was trash on the surface. So hopefully if we swing over trash, it's on the surface and we don't have to go digging. But we're gonna see what we can uncover. Come along, let's swing a ding ding. Okay, this is an exciting target. It's the first target of the day and it's going low high, which normally I get high low, which is not a good sign. This is low high, and it didn't quite sound like things I've ever heard before. And considering we've never actually dug gold yet with this machine, maybe this is our chance. I can see it square now. Look up and I'm like, well, what is that? I know it's no fun watching me dig up square nails, but unless you guys want fake videos, that's just gonna be the reality of it. We can't control what we dig up unless we're gonna seed the ground. And we don't wanna seed the ground. We wanna add gold to the collection, not just take our gold back out and bury it and re-find it. There's no sense in that. Okay, I know I've never dug gold before, but I'm on suspicion that I might be on my very first piece of gold. So I'm at the bottom of a hydraulic pile here. And I started with a really light signal and I've been pulling these rocks away and just digging myself deeper. And there's plenty of soil and there's a good sound. It's still not a screamer, but it's a solid target.
Boots in the dirt, got a beep in the air. Metal detector, humming treasure everywhere. Chasing dreams, not just dusting old stone. Out here digging history, making it my own. Shovel in my hand, call me a dirt surgeon. Uncovering relics, every find's an excursion. Gold in the hills, but patience is the drill. Modern day prospector chasing that thrill. Gold rush hustle, got the fever in my veins. Every people promise, every step.
I promise you, it started out faint, but look at that monker.
Modern day prospector digging up gold.
Huge. Nails must have been super cheap back then. They must have been super cheap because there's no shortage of nails.
Rusty old nails, calling from the past, whispering tales. Civil War bullets still sharp with the fight, and a nugget that glimmers in the early morning light. Bending low, sweeping slow, rhythm of the grind. Every beat by heartbeat keeps me aligned, chasing ghosts of the past and the glint of the rare. Modern day treasure hunter, dirt in my hair. Gold rush, hustle, got the fever in my veins. Every beat with promise, every step sustains. Relics in my pocket, stories untold. Modern day prospect, digging up gold.
I'm not used to digging into that. That actually looks like decomposing bedrock. Something worth a hoot. If you see that, it's like coming apart. Like it's decomposing bedrock right there. Sounds like an awfully loud target, but you never know. Maybe we got some gold this time. No freaking way, guys. Look at what I can't believe it. Who got my square nails? I'm just playing. I'm just practicing just in case we did find something so I could, just make sure I knew how to do it. Well, I dug about 6 more nails. You just can't always dig gold. And I will say this, if you go out and buy yourself a more expensive detector, get ready to dig deeper nails. How about it, guys? Don't get over discouraged if you think, oh, I need a gold claim to find good gold. Most of the gold that I found right now has been on unclaimed ground. Very little of it has been on claimed ground. The claimed ground that I did get to go on was my buddy's. Don't give up, and don't think you need fancy equipment. My buddy in the past few weeks found a 4-ounce nugget, and all he had was a pan and a shovel. So don't think that you need a $1,000 detector to come out here and dig nails like me. You can actually go out and score a nice find, a find of a lifetime with simply a pan and a shovel. Okay, I want to show you a little bit of what we see out here. So we have this super old conglomerate. So this is just all kinds of different riverbed gravels compacted into one unit. And this is all over the place where they broke that up to get through that layer. And then we have another layer here, which you got the, we got down in here, we got dirt and material, like a schisty, sandstony like material. And then if we look over here, this is a good example. It's like comes up in layers like that. I need you guys' help. So that's like the schist, I believe. And comes this big hole. We got these rock piles everywhere. And it looks like this pile over here, like that mound there, is where they stopped. Because we got river gravels that are not washed off that hill yet. So it makes you wonder, why did they stop there? But yeah, so here's this conglomerated bedrock pieces. But how do you work it, guys? So from my understanding, you go to the base of one of these big piles here and detect around the base and then dig into that. I've been doing that, and we've been finding nails after nail after nail. But we do have that, which is not yet washed away river gravels. Looks like there's another pile over there. Is that like, can anyone help me better understand, A, how do you work this? And then B, like, man, I wish they could have had videos back in the day so they could actually show us how this occurred. I mean, these workings go for a mile. More than that, longer than a mile, because I started in the middle of the workings and worked my way to the edge of them. And That was a mile. So like how did they do this, you know? It was hydraulically mined, I know that. You know, they did water, but like, how do they decide where to put these piles of rocks? How do you know what is underneath this pile of rocks? What was here before the pile of rocks? Was it just barren, or was this a big mound? They washed it down into these pile of rocks. But then what, you know? It's just rocks after rocks after rocks. How do they know that they didn't like cover up ground that they wanted to work? Or did they cover up ground that they wanted to work? Look, it just amazes me. Just amazes me. So, who has found gold in an environment like this, and then how did they work it? Give me a suggestion on how I can work this type of ground, so next time I find myself in a hydraulic mine, I can hopefully work it properly. Or is it just dig more nails? I gotta dig, you know, 100 more nails until I get one piece of gold. Could be that too. I know that's like a jade or a jasper. Super nice piece of jasper. You got all them colors coming out there. And it's a heavy monker. Just laying up against this rock here. It's like the only one like it too. So here we have a good example of this tuft. Like this is just like a basalt granicular tuft that came in over top of this stuff at some points, because this is like all over the place, scattered about. We got that, just looks like a hard shell, and then in other places it gets into this material where it cemented all these river gravels together. Okay, so I'm walking along here, and all of a sudden I find this hole where it looks like somebody, I don't want to say recently, but this hole could be more recent, where they dug in. It looks like these are unwashed river gravels. So maybe the gold is in this type of stuff. And then, yeah, we see all kind of that cemented stuff down in the actual river. But this could be somebody took this material here to take to see if this is, maybe this is how you work it. So here's a massive chunk of cemented gravels. See that? That's all just cemented. It's like a real red layer in there. Super cool. All just cemented. Just a random hole. As I edit this video, it's like, man, I should not be that close because I'm pretty sure that's the same. The part that's the weirdest is there's no pile of dirt close to it. It's just a hole. Well, we never did find the arsenopyrite ore that contained the $85,000 worth of you know, gold per ton, but we at least gave it a shot. And hey, that's what this is all about, going out and exploring and seeing what you can find. Hopefully it doesn't discourage you too much, and hopefully we'll see you on the next one. Peace.